Good afternoon, everybody. This is Tonetta, your relationship coach and Speak Your Truth, and your bedroom candy boutique consultant as well. I want to welcome you all to this video. In this video, we're actually talking about the pleasure gap, the orgasm gap. What I was talking about last night was about what I touched on last night when we were talking about how to introduce sex toys into your bedroom. I know some of you may have never heard about the pleasure gap or the orgasm gap. This concept came about in the book that I just finished reading, actually, called Becoming Clitoris. The book is by a Lori Mintz. She's a doctor, and she's talking about these kind of things in her book, actually. And the pleasure gap, I guess the orgasm gap is, of course, as we know that most men, of course, well, I can't say most, I will give you statistics shortly, but men normally, mostly always, have an orgasm from, of course, when they have intercourse, when they have sex with a woman. I put it that way. Women usually, of course, we're not everyone, but of course, a lot of women, of course, we don't have orgasms from just intercourse alone. We need more stimulation with the, of course, the clitoris and the other parts, I guess, that we have as well. And like I said, those parts are normally left out. And that's what the whole conversation in this book was about, the orgasm gap. Just making sure that we're closing the gap so women can have more orgasms just like the men are having, I guess I put it that way. Yes, it takes a little bit more work. Yes, it takes a little bit more to get us warmed up and to do the foreplay and all these kind of things. But definitely, like I said, if that's what your woman needs in order to have an orgasm, make sure she has that. And like I said, this definitely fits into the talk about the sex toys, because as we know, sex toys, of course, they have a lot of vibrators that, of course, with bedroom candy as well, they sell a whole lot of different kinds of vibrators. Vibrators, they have bullets, they have things called rabbits, they have just regular dildo-looking vibrators, I guess I put it that way as well, that, of course, can stimulate the clitoris to make you have an orgasm. I guess I put it that way. And like I said, that's what a lot of women will need. Like I said, according to this book and according to this doctor, like I said, in the research that she's done and that kind of thing her and her partners have done, like I said, a lot of women do have the orgasm from the clitoral stimulation. No, it doesn't always have to be a sex toy. It can, of course, be the fingers. Of course, women orgasm, of course, from their fingers as well. And men can, of course, help you reach that orgasm too. And also the tongue, if you want to use your tongue too. I guess your partner, whoever it is, if they want to use their tongue for oral sex, that will definitely help you orgasm as well. I guess I put it that way. And many women can, of course, orgasm that way. It's just that, according, like I said, to this particular book, so much focus is put on the, of course, penetrative sex and that kind of thing. And the women are kind of left out and left lagging behind and not having the pleasurable sex that they want compared to their male partners. So let me go ahead and read you this. This is like a little insert that she had, of course, in her book. And this is the only thing that I read besides the statistics. And like I said, this is the book here. And just in case you all want to get this, it's called Becoming Clitoris. And like I said, it's by Dr. Lori Mintz. I hope to have her on at some point, y'all, to do an interview. So we'll see. I have reached out to her. But it says, you feel so good. Does that feel good, baby? No, not really, you think. Oh, yeah, you reply. You roll your eyes because, thankfully, in doggy style, he can't see your face. You are so ready for it to be over. He grunts enthusiastically, breathing hard. You sense he's about to come, so you start breathing hard and moaning too. Yes, harder, deeper, you scream in order to hurry him to climax. He finally finishes and asks, did you come too? Yes, it was amazing. You lie. And like I said, I definitely want to make sure that I read you that. And I know I put something else in this video, and I'll talk about that at the end, talking about don't fake it. So I'll definitely talk about that at the end too, ladies. And like I said, this video and this book was more based on the sex between a man and a woman, I guess I put it that way. More of heterosexual sex. Lord have mercy. But like I said, that's what the book was actually based on. Of course, they talked about, of course, I guess, two women, that kind of thing as well, or how the situation was going. But like I said, most times when we're talking about the orgasm gap, and that's not, of course, I guess us women are not achieving our orgasms, usually it's with a male partner. Like I said, the female partners, from what I understand and from what I researched as well, usually know how to pleasure each other and receive pleasure and orgasms from each other. That's usually not a problem. It's usually an issue when it becomes a relationship with a man and a woman that can't seem to, of course, keep the orgasms kind of level, I guess, on the same playing field. So like I said, as far as the statistics go, it says in one recent survey of thousands of women and men, and this is what she's done actually, 64% of women versus 91% of men said they had an orgasm during their most recent sexual encounter. So like I said, that definitely leaves a big gap, I guess I put it that way. That's almost 35% of women who may have had sex recently and did not orgasm from that sex. Like I said, that's definitely an issue. And when I read this book, and actually before I even read the book, because I know many women, because like I said, I had the relationship blog before called Taboo, love, sex, and relationship blog here on Facebook, and I talked about orgasms and that kind of thing, and how some women, of course, could not have orgasms from sex and with their male partners and things like that. Like I said, it's been an issue. It's been an issue for years. It's not just recently or that kind of thing at all, but it's been an issue for years. And like I said, for us women, I know we have to, of course, speak up as well, especially if our partner is not pleasing us in the way that we like, or we're never having an orgasm, and I have never even experienced an orgasm. I've had people tell me, women tell me that they've just, of course, had their first orgasm in the past several years, or they only had it once in their life, that kind of thing with the partner. And like I said, that definitely is a problem. Like I said, we definitely have to make sure. I got the window open, y'all, because it feels good, but this big loud truck. But like I said, we definitely have to start making sure that us as women, that we're, of course, telling our partners that we're in a respectful way, not putting them down, saying they don't know what they're doing in the bedroom, or your penis doesn't work, that kind of thing. That's not the case at all. If you receive pleasure and orgasms from a different way, just let your partner know that. And like I said last night, that's why I was talking so much about having that conversation with your partner to, of course, start incorporating those sex toys into the bedroom. And of course, there's oral sex, of course, your partner can do as well. And you can, of course, you know how you orgasm. I'm assuming that you've, of course, experimented with your body, had an orgasm on your own with your fingers, that kind of thing as well. Definitely guide your partner's hand and let them know how it feels to you and how they can make you orgasm with their fingers as well. Like I said, that's definitely something that's with those three things that you can definitely do. And like I said, I know we're doing this series about the sex toys and incorporating them into your bedroom, because of course you already have a tongue. Your partner can always do oral sex, or some partners don't do oral sex, and that's an issue as well. We're not going to talk about it in this video a lot, but like I said, that's definitely an issue as well. We definitely have to get past the point where we're expecting pleasure, we're expecting our partners to of course suck our penises and that kind of thing. We have to return the favor as well at some point. I guess I put it that way. May not be every single day, that kind of thing, but that's okay as long as it's at some point. If there's some reason why you think it's nasty, gross, or that kind of thing, definitely, like I said, I'm a relationship coach and talk about sex education, of course, according to this video. And like I said, definitely reach out to me to let me know what you need. I do have coaching packages as well, so definitely let me know if that's the issue that you all are facing. But like I said, as far as the orgasm gap, like I said, we definitely have to make sure that we're having these conversations with our partner. Like I said yesterday, talking about the sex toys and gently bringing in the issue, I guess the conversation about the sex toys, to let your partner know that you're not having an orgasm through through his penis when you're, of course, having intercourse, that kind of thing, and that you need a little bit more stimulation down there. And of course, like I said, not making it seem like it's all his fault at all. He may not even know that you need any kind of toy or any kind of vibrator to, of course, have a clitoral orgasm. Like I said, some men just don't know that. And like I said, you definitely have to educate your partner on what's going on, what your body needs, and not just sweep it up on the rug and not just remain quiet and say nothing about it. If they don't know how to please you, if you don't tell them, they'll never know. So you have to open your mouth. And I know us as women, sometimes we, of course, don't want to offend our partner, or don't want to tell our partner what we like, that kind of thing. We're embarrassed, or we've never been taught how to, of course, communicate about sex and talk about sex. Like I said, that's an issue, but of course we'll talk about that at a different time. But like I said, we definitely have to make sure that we're opening our mouths and saying something. That's why I keep stressing the conversation, having that conversation around sex, talking about sex, and incorporating that kind of communication into your relationship, and how important that is. Because if you're not speaking up and telling your partner what you like, it doesn't have to just be the clitoral orgasm, that kind of thing at all, but you like your breast rubbed, or you like your ass rubbed or spanked, or your hair pulled, or whatever it is, you have to let your partner know that and not remain quiet about those things. Because if not, you're not going to be pleasured in the whole process of you all having sex. You may get a little bit of pleasure, but you won't be pleasured to the point where you're, of course, having body shaking orgasms and all these kind of things going on. You have to let your partner know what you like. You just cannot remain quiet. I know I've said that about 5 times in the last 2 minutes, but like I said again, that's my last time, making sure that you are speaking up and talking to your partner, letting them know how you want to receive your pleasure, and that you need to include some other, I guess, different products into the bedroom. And like I said, with the sex toys and having your orgasms and that kind of thing, you can definitely use them during sex as well. They have the bullets. They have different vibrators that you can use to put directly on your clitoris, if you can stand that, or however you orgasm, I guess, with your clitoris, because some people do it in different ways. Some folks are too sensitive to sex toys and that kind of thing, which is understandable. But like I said, some are not. So if you can just put it directly on there and move it to however it's going to feel good to you until your orgasm, you can do that while you're, of course, having sex with your partner, or while you're, of course, still doing the foreplay. You can show your partner how to use the sex toy on you as well. So just keep that in mind, y'all. Of course, it is for you. Of course, I understand that. So, of course, have your orgasm during the sexual, I guess, experience that you all are having. But just keep in mind that you can always talk to your partner, show your partner how to, of course, please you as well with these items, not just you all the time. Because, of course, we always know that it feels better when somebody else does it to us. So like I said, definitely make sure that you're talking to your partner about that as well, and showing your partner how to use it. So the last thing I want to make sure that I talk to you all about, of course, is don't fake it, ladies. This is, I know that I've said this many a times, of course, in my private Facebook group called Speak Your Truth Community. We've had these conversations as well about not faking your orgasms at all. When you're faking your orgasms, you're teaching your partner how to not please you, I guess I put it that way, and how to not pleasure you. Your partner will not know that you're not having an orgasm if you're just faking it, saying, oh my God, it feels so good, honey, all this kind of stuff. You don't want to keep doing that. Like I said, you're teaching your partner the wrong things. If you're not having an orgasm, like I said before, open your mouth and say something. Don't just sit there and fake it, saying, oh, well, I'll try to do it later on myself, all these kind of things. Talk to your partner and let them know what's going on, and do not fake it at all. I know some of you all may already be doing that. I'm just here to tell you to stop doing that shit, I guess, altogether, and make sure that you're talking to your partner to let them know that you need a different type of stimulation in order to have an orgasm. It's not that hard of a conversation. I know for some it may be, and if you're one who cannot even talk about the word clitoris or say the words orgasm or fuck, sex, any of those kind of things. Like I said, I'm here to, of course, as a relationship coach and a sex educator, to, of course, teach you how to do those things. If you need that kind of assistance, reach out to me for individual coaching, and just let me know what you need. Don't just sit there and not being pleased, not being pleasured, and wondering why you're so unhappy in this relationship because the sex isn't good. Like I said, we don't have to go through that, ladies. I'm here to tell you that. Like I said, the communication, I always say communication is key, is definitely key to everything that we do. And you have to open your mouth and let your partner know what kind of pleasure you want, and that you're not being pleasured, and that you've been faking it, all those kind of things. Let them know that. And like I said, have that conversation so that you all can start incorporating different things into your bedroom. Of course, you have the fingers to show your partner how to use his fingers to, of course, guide you into an orgasm. Your partner has a tongue, of course, if they're doing oral sex, guide them into how you like to have your clit, of course, satisfied to have that orgasm. And of course, like I said, as me being a bedroom candy sex toy consultant, like I said, definitely there's always a lot of sex toys that you can use and buy on the website as well to help you have the orgasm as well. So like I said, we definitely don't want to have you sitting there suffering in silence. Definitely speak up, ladies. This is National Women's History Month, and I want to make sure that we, of course, are learning to speak up, starting to speak up, and speaking our piece and speaking our truth. That's why this business is here. So like I said, definitely let me know what you need, ladies. If you are couples, if you all are having issues in the bedroom and you don't know how to solve the issues, you're scared to talk about sex, and that conversation just seems daunting, and you just cannot have it, it's too embarrassing or too shameful, definitely, like I said, reach out to me for coaching. I'm here to help you with that. I want to make sure that you're pleasured, your partner's pleasured, and the whole entire relationship, of course, is going down a better road because you're having better sex, especially if that's something that's important inside of your relationship. So with that, I want to say again, I'm Tonetta Clay, your relationship coach here, a sexual educator and bedroom candy consultant. Excuse me. And I want to say thank you all for, of course, listening to this video, and I hope that you all got some nuggets that you can, I guess, take back to your partner, can talk to your partner about, and can start having that conversation with your partner about. Because like I said, ladies, just do not suffer in silence. Definitely get help. Help is here. If you don't want the help from me, definitely go to somebody else that can assist you. But like I said, definitely thank you all for tuning in. Again, I did put the link in the description of this video so that you all can sign up on my VIP list for Speak Your Truth and Bedroom Candy, so that you all can get the latest deets and the latest happenings on what's dropping and when. So especially with the sex toys, y'all. So with that, I want to say thank you all for tuning in. And also adults, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to make sure that I remind you all, I did create an event here on this page to let you all know that we're having an event on the 28th of March, which is the last Sunday of the month at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. It's called Erotic Tales, and that's, of course, going to be an open mic poetry, erotic poetry night for us adults to, of course, come and enjoy. It is a free event, but you do have to sign up to, of course, get your video link in order to join us for that night. So definitely go ahead and make sure that you're signing up. Like I said, it is in the event section of this particular page. And also, if you know somebody or yourself, you write poetry and you want to speak your poetry, do some spoken words, that kind of thing about love, sex, or relationships, or your piece of poetry, erotica, definitely let me know. Reach out to me, send me a message, and I can definitely get you on that poet list, I guess I put it that way. So with that, I want to say thank you all again. Everybody take care and have a great evening, y'all. Bye-bye.